As Chancellor Rishi Sunak prepares to announce this year's budget tomorrow, there are calls for him to give more priority to mental health. The charity Mind says 1 in 4 people experience a mental health problem in any given year. It wants more funding to make sure the NHS is able to cope with the pressure of supporting people who are suffering in that way. Mental health has quite rightly never been more on the agenda in this country, particularly as we were discussing earlier on, particularly amongst younger people. What about the levels of funding and the provision that we already have, Pam? Do you think it's satisfactory?
I think the spotlight on it is really important. There's never going to be enough funding, I don't think. If people go to their GP and asking for help, they can often have to wait a long time to get any kind of one-to-one help with their mental health. I think the mental health services do a brilliant job, but I think there is just more need. And I think people need help quicker. I was speaking at a conference last week with the Nottingham organisation Harmless, who help people with self-harm and suicide. And the statistics, the research that was shown at that, it's a really good conference, we're saying that the levels are up, there is more help needed, but what's really, really important is that people get the help quickly because, you know, prevention of something getting worse is much easier than trying to help somebody when they're further down the line.
And I'm not by any means trying to tar all GPs with the same brush, but on many occasions, you know, you can present to your GP with anxiety or depression, and it's just very easy to pat you out the door with a box of citalopram or Prozac or some other antidepressant, isn't it? It doesn't really... It's like a sticking plaster. It doesn't address the cause. It just helps to take away the symptoms. Or you can be referred for what they call CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy, which isn't always what people need. I think, as you say, it's difficult to get access to direct, good psychiatric help because that is incredibly expensive. But it's not just an issue of money, I don't think. I think as a society, our attitudes now, we have so much on our shoulders, don't we? Life is so complicated. Social media makes life so apparent and evident. I mean, what do you think we need to change as a society to try and help people's mood and help to alleviate feelings of isolation and depression?
I think it's the stigma around mental health, like the word mental health, like where I'm from especially, like if you said to one of the young people, like, yeah, you've got mental health problems, they're going to take that in a negative way, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like to change the stigma on the word itself, like it's all right. Like
particularly for men.
Yeah, for men, it's all right. Like you don't be afraid to go and seek help, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to talk about it and be open about it. Like there's a lot of people, like I said, in where I'm from, it's like they've got issues, but it's undiagnosed and they don't even know that they've got issues, you know what I'm saying? So
I think that's right. And I think particularly with women, of course, but particularly with men, that machismo, I think, often means that you don't present. But it's just, you know, being depressed is like having a bad knee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, if you do have issues of that sort and don't have anyone to help, the Samaritans are always a good starting point.